This is to help our midwives be accommodated in hard-to-reach areas and be comfortable.
In the recruitment and training of young girls from rural areas.
So this program has helped in bringing out these talents.
Let me start by saying Women for Health is a UK-aid intervention that came into Jigawa March 2013.
Thanks to Women for Health, who make me to be a very good, wonderful midwife.
So there was a bill for W4H program.
Work done by Women for Health in Jigawa State.
The Women for Health, they engage the religious leaders in developing messages.
Thanks to the member of Women for Health, they took...
Really, Women for Health has done wonderful in our community.
Yeah, School of Health Technology Jahun benefited with the following.
And all the skills are from local areas.
Women for Health plays a very important role.
Since November 2012, the UK-aid funded Women for Health program has been working to improve the number and capacity of female health workers in the 5 northern Nigerian states of Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Zamfara, and Yobe, while at the same time contributing to women's empowerment and gender equality in community and institutions in the north.
This FYP changed my life because I got the knowledge of midwifery education.
Up to 85% of women in northern Nigeria deliver their babies without a skilled birth attendant. Deaths among mothers and children are some of the highest in the world. Many young rural women lack the qualification to enter health training. Families are sometimes reluctant to further educate their daughters.
And when we come into Jigawa, our objective, the main goal is to support Jigawa to produce rural girls to become health workers. But then we have to look at the areas that will support these our interventions.
I think we have to thank them very much for this initiatives. They have been in the state and they have supported us adequately well. In infrastructure, they build 2 by 40 bed capacity female hostel at the College of Nursing and Midwifery in Birnin Kudu. And that is an excellent achievement to accommodate 80 girls.
Before the year 2018, so there was a bill for W4H program, and we did our best to see that this bill has been passed, and His Excellency, the Governor of Jigawa State, Alhaji Madaru Abubakar, who has the zeal, who has the target when it comes to health. That is his target even during the campaign. And with that bill, people are happy that W4H comes to stay in Jigawa State.
They send some a lot of equipment, some practicals that helps in education. They also construct a block of classroom at the School of Nursing Hadeja, the newly School of Nursing in Hadeja. Also building of community health department at Jahun for the health technology. And this program supported us to have girls from the rural areas to be trained and go back to the rural areas and support our health system. We have seen what they have done. We are going to sustain it because the state have developed a sustainability plan. I will give 100% employment to all graduating students. Added to this is the enabling law that we enacted so that this will overlive our life, and this program will continue, and this program will continue to be supported by subsequent governments in Jigawa State over time. Young girls from hard-to-reach areas being trained and become professionals and go back to those areas to take care of the health of the people is really remarkable.
Our gratitude, first of all, to the government of Britain, British government, UK government, for supporting this program. And secondly, those of you who took part in this noble project for over the years. And so we are very grateful. Indeed, Jigawa State and indeed Duth Emirate has benefited greatly from this project, particularly in the recruitment and training of young girls from rural areas at Burununkudu Midwifery Center and also at the Jahun Center. This project has given us hope.
I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the effort and contribution of Women for Health in Nigeria for the effort and support they rendered in the state towards improving our human resources for health, which it has gone in a very long way to improve our health indices, particularly in the rural and hard-to-reach areas of the state. One thing that I want to talk is that prior to this program, most of our rural and hard-to-reach area clinics, they are lacking in critical and essential staff that will render support or render services to our teeming populace in those areas, which usually contribute enormously towards the bad indices we used to have in the state.
In 2013, only one school of nursing with provisional accreditation of 50 index places. Admission was largely dominated by male students, urban girls, and very few rural girls.
You don't need to go to great extent, particularly in the rural communities that are lacking in health personnel, that you don't need to wait for a doctor to assist the rural women. We have seen now that it's possible, and we only hope that our governments will take up this project that it's been promoted by the UK government.
Thanks to the donors or partners of this laudable project, in the course of the program, they were able to identify rural and very poor girls that hitherto they will remain in their villages, even though they have the potentials to reach anywhere in the world. But because of opportunities, they couldn't do that. So this program has helped in bringing out these talents. Currently, you find those girls, courtesy of this program, they are able to compete favorably and sometimes even higher. We have some girls that they were eventually elected through this program to go and study medicine in China. And happily, Those girls, they are among the best students right now in China.
Women for Health plays a very important role. There are a lot of things that they do in which the capacity building was conducted, where they sponsored the teachers. But when they come in, they supported the tutors. In fact, all the tutors in the college, they undergo that training in either Kaduna, Abuja, or Kano, depending on where they are conducting that kind of training. There, they were taught about how are you going to tackle the teaching aspect in the class. But when they come in, they sponsored our staff, they undergo such training, and when they come back, they implement it.
Sincerely speaking, the work done by Women for Health in Jigawa State can hardly be counted within a short period of time. I can say we are less fortunate to have met the intervention of Women for Health as the terminal end of their stay in the state. That is towards the end of their program in the state. But despite that, this institution was lucky to have got an intervention from them. Most importantly, the infrastructural achievement that we got from Women for Health is that of building a classroom block, that we started with that classroom block. It's important to note that we started this training here at a temporary site. It was the intervention of Women for Health that we were able to have got a lecture block that could be presented to the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria in an effort to accord us with an accreditation. If that class was not built, it would have been a different story, because we wouldn't have started the lectures as at when due. We had all the structures available, but the classroom was not there. Government was trying to build one when immediately Women for Health built a classroom for us.
When we come to Jigawa, they have only 17 nurse tutors and midwives in the whole college. But as a lot of our intervention, we're able to support the courses, the in-service for the tutors. But today, I can tell you, College of Nursing and Midwifery have over 57 tutors, out of which some of these tutors were drawn to for the newly established School of Nursing Hadija.
From inception to date, we were able to recruit 499 students from across the state. That is the 27 local government of the state, and all the girls are from local areas. And the total number of FYP, we have those that graduated because we've started earlier. We have those that graduated and they are employed, and their total number is 137. That is the graduate from the product. They've graduated, and the state government promised that anybody that undergoes this program, when she finishes, they will give her automatic employment. So they are employed. As we are talking now, we have 128 FYP girls who are currently studying. Some of these girls are here studying nursing, some midwifery, few in Hadija, in Jiahun School of Health Technology, and we even have one in China studying medicine.
The number of nurses, midwives, and community health extension workers graduating from the Women for Health supported college in the 5 original states. Since 2013, 6 cohort of students have now gone through the FYP, and a total of 8,792 women have enrolled in professional health training in the Women for Health supported colleges.
Apart from the capacity building, they sponsored our tutors for license. At least you have to get your license, current practicing license. you have to get it updated. So they paid for that. Apart from that one, they supply laboratory equipment worth 47 million naira. And we are proud to say within the northern Nigeria, I don't think, if not even Nigeria, you will see a laboratory, well-equipped laboratory in School of Nursing more than this school. So for that aspect, I can say it's quite excellent, because right now, as I'm talking with you, two of our staffs, one is in Kano now, and the other one is in Abuja. They are presenting issues that are related to e-learning. You will not hear something like College of Nursing, talk less of Jigawa State per se when it comes to the aspect of nursing profession. But now if you say School of Nursing, Brununkudu, at least they say that it is in Jigawa State, and we know of this. They built a hostel for us. That hostel is meant for all the students, and they built another one. That one is purposely for FYP. When we look at the issues of administration in any of the management, there are capacity building whereby one has to undergo that kind of training, so that to know how is he going to tackle some issues regarding to the managing the people he is with.
Apart from even our usage for lecture to students, the classroom was shown to NIDA, that is to be able to help us got some intervention from NIDA, because they were looking for spacious block that they can put some computers. When we looked around, the one being built by the government was not fully completed. So we presented the one that was built by Women for Health, and NIDA came and installed some computers for us, including internet connectivity. So Women for Health has really done a lot in terms of the structure in this school. Looking at the mission of Women for Health, which is assisting in boosting the female workforce, especially in the rural area. If we could be linked with another defeat program that can support our institution to fulfill our mission. Now that we got accreditation and our status has been lifted, some of the intervention of Women for Health assisted us to this status.
Their performance generally is very, very interesting, because all the classes we have in this school, it is always the FYP students that normally comes first. Like now, they've recently results that they placed among the best 10 students of the class, 4 are FYP girls. In fact, the first position in the class is an FYP girl who is from a rural area. She came from Jahu local government. Her name is Firdaus Halle Ahmed. She came first overall in nursing. And the same thing with midwifery. There is one Hannatu Abubakar from Buji local government, a village called Bebeji. She's always first in the class. So all the classes in the school, it is always FYP students that used to come first in the class. And this one, the nursing side, when we did it like this, okay, let's see the first 10. Among the first 10 is 4 are FYP girls. They said, okay, let's do it first 20. And among the first 20, 11 are also FYP students. So their performance generally is very, very good, despite the fact that they are rural girls.
Since it began in 2012, the Women for Health program has worked to address many of the practical and strategic challenges of increasing the number of female health workers, especially midwives in rural areas of northern Nigeria. The program recruits young women from rural areas and helps them to get professional training and return to their community as qualified health workers where they can have the greatest impact on maternal infant and child mortality and act as role models and champions.
This FYP changed my life because I got the knowledge of midwifery education. That is 3 years program. Before 3 years program, I've been through FYP, that is foundation year program. We were trained for 6 months, and before we wrote the exam, then we entered the midwifery, basic midwifery program. Then after that, we did 3 years program. We used to wake up and come here and to receive delivery. Thanks to Women for Health, who make me to be a very good, wonderful midwife, and I can do my work independently without any problems and without any fear.
My daughter takes delivery not once but twice. She also takes delivery whenever she's been called in this town. We are grateful to Women for Health that took my daughter. I am extremely thankful for what they did, because my daughter now, she's a good midwife. She also takes delivery whenever she's been called in this town. We are grateful to Women for Health that took this daughter of mine. I am extremely thankful.
Really, Women for Health has done wonderful in our community for training our daughter to serve in our community. You know, most of the time, you know, if you receive somebody from outside due to cultural differences or tradition, you find it very difficult to live with that person. But fortunately enough, Women for Health came to pick our daughter, trained her, and live her with us to serve our community. So there is no barrier between our daughter or the midwife trained and the people. When I'm sitting, I usually see her passing to the hospital and coming back from most of the time. That's why I say he's very hardworking. The way he was trained, it's highly appreciative. Otherwise, he can go somewhere and hide herself. But fortunately enough, due to the training he received by the Women for Health, he is always ready to go and assist.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maimuna Wazir. I gratitude and special thanks to the member of Women for Health. They took me as a part of FYP program and I went to Birnin Kudu for the exam. But we were not lucky enough to pass the exam. We went back to School of Health and Technology, Jahun again. There too we were not lucky to pass the exam. Then they took us back to Duse in Jigawa State Human Center, where we learned so many different skills, such as beadworks, interior decoration and sewing. And honestly, I feel good and grateful for this contribution they have given us. And we were very happy for the sewing machine donated to us. The sewing machine has kept our secret. We use it to support our parents and younger ones. One can as well use it to solve small problems that may arise. We would like to thank the Jigawa State Government and the College of Health for providing this support. The organization that helps and supports us, may God bless them and give them the power to support our brothers and sisters out there. Life is not at the same as it used to be. What you get from small business is not the same as sewing. It is sewing that you earn money and turn them over.
We are very much happy and excited because in our capacity she's no one and not anyone's daughter. When this program was brought to our rural area, she was selected, but she is not successful. She tried again and again, she couldn't make it. But further, to teach her the art of making any, such as pomade, basso, and so many other things. And Women for Health also donate sewing machine and gave her free gift for her to go and work with. We really appreciate and enjoy it very much. We thank the Almighty and the official of United Kingdom in collaborating with Jigawa State Government.
I am pleased and grateful with this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to UK government through DFID for funding W4H program, of which our institution is amongst the beneficiaries of this giant intervention project. In summary, School of Health Technology Jigawa benefited with the following. Essential components of accreditation were appropriately provided, ranging from physical and human development in terms of infrastructures, construction and the equipping of school clinic. In those days, we have to go our practice area, either primary healthcare facility in Aujara or Kiawa, to conduct practical examination. Now the facilities is within our doorstep.
The Women for Health, they engage the religious leaders in developing messages that will be sent to the community. At the same time, in developing messages that can convince our community to instill in them. And number two, of course, to allow their wards, more especially girls, to go into the health profession. Because as we all know, in the core north or here in Jigawa State, we have the problem of misunderstanding, but it is not allowed for children, more especially women or girls' children, to foster their education above secondary school education. So a lot of ulamas were engaged to that effect, and alhamdulillah, we went to the extent that many students are showing up. They are showing their interest in order to be recruited to go for the FYP program.
Construction and equipping clinical demonstration hall and office of head of community health department, provision of laundry facilities and kitchen facilities in female accommodation, provision of 24/7 solar powered class with 24 Linux desktop, installation of sophisticated e-learning facilities and hotspot for tutors respectively. In terms of human resource development, build the capacity both from management, tutors, clinical instructors and preceptors, which include quality of teaching, focusing of student-centered learning, research methodology, information technology, financial management, leadership and conflict resolutions, maintenance, among others. Once again, I remain indebted to W4H supportive program.
Therefore, the intervention that assisted the community, and even for you to win their minds and the hearts of our core poor people that are in the hard to reach areas, and at the same time people that once perceived pastoring education or continuing education above senior secondary school is sometimes haram, or it is not obtainable, or it is not allowed in Islam. Those the same people, they are now struggling to get their children engaged in health training institutions.